What's going on, guys? Viper here and welcome to a new video on the channel. Today I have for you my 4-2-3-1 custom tactics that have been updated. We actually have two variations of the formation here to show you guys. There's going to be no gameplay today because it's Champs Day and I'm going to be streaming Champs. So if you are interested in that, make sure you go over to twitch.tv/Viperization. Leave a like on the video if you want to see more custom tactics coming out from your boy. But for now, lads, let's get into the custom tactics. Do you need cheap, reliable coins? Check out MMOEXP for the cheapest coins on the market and use code VIPER to get 5% off. Right then, boys, so getting into them. The one I start out with is very, very bog standard and works the best because it's bog standard. So you've got balanced, 50 width, 55 depth, 50 width on the attacking side, and 7 players in the box. Now, the reason for 7 players in the box is because of how good the byline is. It's probably the number one way to score at the moment in tight games. So this is why I've got this so high, especially in the Elite Division. You'll find it very hard to score finesse shots. So the main way to score is to get down the byline and just do a little R1X into the box. And hopefully one of the good players that I have in my team are waiting there to just score an easy goal. Depth is a bit higher. This is personal preference. If you want to drop this down to like 45, go for it. I want my line to be relatively balanced though. So that's why we've got it on 55. 50 width, so we're able to deal with the wide players and the balls through the middle. You could also put this up as well to like 60, just so you have a bit more width in the wide areas. But for me, because of the instructions we have on, 50 width is fine, and that's why we've got that on that. All of these, after a long time of playing with them all, there's only like one or two I like. One I do really like is long ball, and the other one that I do quite like is fast build up. But fast build up is very, very risky, especially in a 4-2-3-1. That's why I wouldn't bother with that. Pressure on heavy touch is quite good as well, but then you do end up just sitting very deep with pressure on heavy touch. So that's why I don't like that. Press after possession loss as well is very, very good, but it's just very risky in a 4-2-3-1. You can use that on other formations, but not on this one, I would say. In terms of chance creation, have we already talked about that? No, we haven't. Possession's okay, forward runs is okay, direct passing is the best. And what direct passing does for you is when you're in the attacking zones, your striker will sit right on the edge of the box, like on the shoulder almost of the centre halves. So you can do like a big driven pass into them, but then you've got to be able to do a skill move or something to beat them. So that's why I've gone for balance, because I don't want to just be one-dimensional like that. But direct passing is quite good, to be fair. Moving on to the instructions. For this one, we have just stay forward on Ronaldo. No getting behind, no stay central. We just want him up the pitch, ready to link up the play and be in good positions to score goals. And now for our wide cams, what we have on them is basic defensive support and getting to the box for the cross. Reason being, for example, let's say Rashford's gone down the wing, he's at the byline, Fakir's going to be able to be in the box ready for a driven pass into him. That's why we have both of them to get into box for cross. You know, either side, you know, Fakir's in the box, Rashford's going to be there, etc, etc, basically. So yeah, I'd highly recommend this. And then for Dembele, I'd highly recommend, by the way, that you have a 5-star skiller in your middle cam spot, just to be a bit techie with it, you know, to create different angles and spaces. That's what Dembele's in the team to do. He's on stay forward and get into the box for cross. So essentially what we've done here is we've got rid of the comeback on defense, because I don't think you need it really. The more I've played, I don't think you need it. And we also have a bit more support here from our CDMs, who are both on stay back and cover centre. They're both pretty good passing wise. They both got very long legs, and they're both okay defensively. Pogba's very nice for the passing, but to be fair, so is Fofana. So these two are very, very good. Make sure you've got big players here that have good passing. Obviously, I think these two are the best in the game for this. I did originally have Bruno. I'm just not a fan of Bruno on this game. I think at a minimum, for every position on the park, you need 4-star weak foot. Obviously, Pogba and Fofana have that. So take that into consideration when building out your CDMs. And yeah, I find that very important. They're both on stay back and cover centre, which allows us to have a bit more attacking fluidity up here, and that's why we haven't got them on comeback on defence. Now for the fullbacks, actually, we've both got them on balanced. I found this to be really helpful for the link-ups with the wide players. This is personal preference, really. I've always preferred balanced fullbacks. I thought this game you weren't going to be able to do it, but it seems that you can if you're just very careful and you have the fastest fullbacks really on the game. I know I have Robbo, but I've got a shadow on him, so he's getting like 96 pace. So yeah, that is why we've gone for that. So moving into our more defensive hold on to a lead formation, we've got balanced defensive style and 45 depth, 50 width, long ball and possession, 60 width so we can go a bit wider and just get the ball out wide and just keep it there. I'd only really use this when I'm 2 goals up, or if it's a really tight game and it's a 70th odd minute and it's it's 1-0, or I'm up by 1 goal, I'll switch into this. And yeah, this is all pretty bog standard stuff. Long ball and possession. Obviously long ball is very good if you know how to do the L1 double triangles. There's actually a tutorial on my channel for that if you are looking for it. This is going to be a really good formation. You can get in behind very easily. Obviously you're going to come under a lot of pressure if you're playing somebody good with 10 minutes to go and you're 1-0 up, or by 1 goal I should say, sorry. So long ball is going to be very good for that. Possession, for the same kind of reason, is we are trying to hold on to the ball now. We're trying to keep it away from the opposition. That is why we've got that, and the width is high to get on the wing and just keep it there. Players in the box is very low now as well. Moving on to the instructions, and this is where you're going to see the big change. We have Ronaldo on stay forward, and then we have the entire set of cams all on comeback on defense. And obviously the reason for this is pretty self-explanatory. We need support, we need help, and that's what we're going to be getting with the cams here. It's very important, guys, to play formations in doubles this year. One defensive variation and one that you're gonna start out with, and when you're confident in the game you're gonna stick with. So yeah, come back on defense for all of them, and then for our CDMs, stay back, cover center, as you can probably imagine. But yeah, what we've got going on here is Ronaldo's going to be our focal point. We need to smash long balls up to him, or we just need him to knock down a header for us. He's going to be able to do that. That's another thing that I'd highly recommend, is you do get a striker that is able to hold up the play and able to win a lot of headers. Benzema's player of the month is very good for this. Erling Haaland, for example, was very good at this. I know he's not very good, but they're just a few examples for you. And then for the fullbacks, we both have them on stay back as well. So what we had going on in the last formation, we had them on both balanced. But because we're trying to hold on to a lead now, we just need everybody helping out defensively other than your striker, who, as I said, is going to be there for knockdowns and to win the ball and, hold up the play, which is what you need when you're in a tight game. So lads, if you did enjoy today's video, make sure you give a like on it, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you're not already. Lots more videos coming out. I know I've been slacking a bit recently. My apologies for that. Thank you for all the support. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, I'll be bringing out, I think, a kind of like a formation guide. So a bit more in-depth to the 4-2-3-1, the 3-5-2, 4-1, 2-1-2 narrow. So if you do want that, make sure you do leave a like on the video. But for now, lads, that's going to be it from me, so take care.